Redditors who were almost murdered. What's your story? I was a clerk at an appliance repair shop. Some guy had brought his riding lawnmower in to be worked on, but decided it cost too much to have it repaired, so my boss asked me to load it up in our lift truck and drive it to his address. I was 17 and had my relatively newly minted license on me, so it felt like a big responsibility and I was happy to do it. I loaded it up just fine and drove to his address. When I started to unload, I noticed that the battery was unattached. One of the technicians must have removed it to work on something. Unfortunately, I had no tools to put it back in. I checked the work order and it said, "Customer declined repair, needs replacement engine." So I thought, he won't care because the engine is dead anyway. I rang the doorbell and this fat, drunk guy with no shirt opens the door suddenly. I had lowered the riding lawnmower off the truck and pushed it into his yard. He yells, "What the hell are you leaving me that pile of junk in my yard for?" I said, "Is this not your riding lawnmower?" He says, "Hell yes, it's mine, but it's in pieces and I don't want the damn thing. What the hell is wrong with you people?" So I apologize and ask him if he wants me to load it back up. I don't know what else to say. For some unknown reason, this pissed him off even more, and he disappeared back into his house. I go back to the truck to radio my boss, this was in the days before cell phones, to see what she wanted me to do. In the meantime, that drunk bastard stomps out onto his porch with a shoddy, leveled it at the truck, and pulled the trigger. The windshield shattered, and I literally couldn't hear anything but ringing from the noise. I jumped in the truck, started it up, put it in reverse, and floored it out of his driveway, almost going into the ditch on the other side of the road. He fires again, this time hitting the passenger side of the truck near the door, blowing the shrapnel into the cab of the truck, which hit my leg and cut me a bit. I flew back to work faster than I had ever driven before, called my mom and dad, and told my boss I was never coming back to work there again. The cops came and took my statement, arrested the idiot, and I had to testify against him a few months later, despite desperately never wanting to see him again. He only spent about 6 months in prison for it. Luckily, by the time things were settled, I had moved away to college and didn't have to worry about him anymore.